Round 22 is done, and it was a high scoring week this week with lots of premiums putting up some really nice ceiling scores. There's going to be more forced trades for teams this week, with Naz the latest confirmed to miss the rest of the season with that hammy. JHF is also under an injury cloud with the knee, and for Rowan Marshall owners, fingers are going to be crossed that TDK doesn't get up for this week after getting a few knocks over the weekend. This week I scored a 2300 with a round rank of 5000 and an overall rank of 1670. For my top trade-in targets for the week, at number 1 is Errol Goulden. A 135 last week, he's got Essendon and the Roos to come, and he could put up another couple of ceiling scores to end the year. At number 2 is Brad Hill. For teams looking for a defender replacement, he's got a great matchup this week against the Tigers. Naz out gives him a bit more of that market share, and he's going at 110 over his last 5. At number 3 is Chad Warner. He had a bit of an in-game rest last week, 63% time on ground, still scored the 110. He's got Essendon this week, less likely to have those managed minutes, so a ceiling score could be coming. At number 4 is Jake Bowie. The D's have the easiest run for rebounding defenders to finish the season. He's been going at 103 in his last 5, including a couple of scores over 110. And aside from Hill, he's looking like the best option for the defenders at the moment. At number 5 is Tom Sparrow. Melbourne have the 4th easiest run for inside mids. He's coming off a 94 last week in a pretty tough matchup against Freo, and that's his lowest score since round 14. For my pod picks this week, Max Hall. Like Hill, he should get a little bump with that market share with Nas being out, and he's been incredible in that midfield role since about round 10. Jace Burgoyne, he's on the back of a 140 last week. He's got Melbourne and Essendon to come, and he's got tons in 3 out of his last 4 games. Nick Blakey is 4% owned, going into a really nice Essendon matchup this week, and he could be a nice downgrade from Naz to get the money up to someone on the other side. Dane Zorko's definitely still an option as well. Teams that jumped on him last week rode that roller coaster ride that is Dane Zorko. There's always that inherent risk a little bit there, but with Gold Coast and Collingwood to come, he could put up a couple of big ones. For the trade-out priorities, Naz is obviously the big one with that hammy. Petraka keeps living on in lots of sides, but he needs to go. Durham's got that forward role now. His scoring's massively capped in that role. And if you're in a bit of a luxury position, Ash, he's not able to get it done at the moment in the midfield, so he could be a trade-out as well. For my trades this week, I'm going to say goodbye to LDU after that really nice pop score against the Doggies last week. He's been in my team for way too long, so he's going to Errol Goulden, and then I'm taking Naz to Max Hall using Hill's TPP. How did you go this week? What was your score? What was your round rank? Let me know your early trade plans. Let me know in the comments below.